What makes a fighter jet truly feared? Speed? Firepower? Or unmatched dominance? From World War II legends to stealth predators, we're ranking history's top 10 most feared fighter jets. Stick around to see who claims number 1, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more high-octane aviation content. Number 10. The P51 Mustang, 1942. The P51 Mustang reigned as the Allies' ultimate game-changer. With a Rolls-Royce Merlin engine, it dominated at 437 miles per hour and escorted bombers 1,650 miles into Nazi territory, unprecedented range. Armed with 6 50-caliber machine guns, it shredded 4,950 enemy aircraft. German pilots dreaded its sudden appearances, dubbing it Little Friend for its bomber escorts. Its ability to hunt Luftwaffe fighters mid-air turned the tide in Europe. By 1944, the Mustang claimed a 10-to-1 kill ratio, cementing its legacy as the war's most lethal piston-engine fighter. From propellers to jets, the next aircraft rewrote the rules of air combat and terrified Allied crews with its blistering speed. Number 9. Messerschmitt Me-262, 1944. The world's first operational jet fighter, the Me-262 stunned Allies with a 540 mile/hour top speed, 100 mile/hour faster than props. Armed with 4 30mm cannons and 24 R-4M rockets, it could down a bomber in one pass. Over 542 kills were credited to its pilots, despite fuel shortages and mechanical flaws. U.S. bomber crews nicknamed it Blitz for its devastating hit-and-run tactics. Though late to the war, its revolutionary design foreshadowed the jet age. As ace pilot Adolf Galland said that on the Me-262, it felt like angels were pushing us. Number 8. Mikoyan Gurevich MiG-15, 1949. The MiG-15 shocked UN forces during the Korean War. Its swept wings and 35,000-foot ceiling outclassed early U.S. jets like the F-80. Armed with twin 23mm cannons and a 37mm cannon, it could obliterate B-29s in seconds. Soviet pilots disguised as North Koreans achieved a 10-to-1 kill ratio early on. The MiG-15's dominance forced the U.S. to fast-track the F-86 Sabre. Over 1,500 MiG-15s were built, and its menacing silhouette haunted NATO for decades. Number 7. F-4 Phantom II, 1960. The F-4 Phantom was a Cold War beast, initially designed without guns, relying on raw power and missiles. Its twin J-79 engines propelled it to Mach 2.2, while 8 air-to-air missiles made it a long-range killer. In Vietnam, F-4 scored 280 MiG kills, though early missile reliability issues led to a 2-to-1 loss ratio. Its versatility terrified enemies. It served as a bomber, reconnaissance platform, and wild weasel SAM hunter. Over 5,000 were built, and its thunderous roar became synonymous with U.S. air supremacy. Number 6. F14 Tomcat, 1974. The F-14 Tomcat combined Hollywood swagger with lethal tech. Its AIM-54 Phoenix missiles could strike 6 targets 100-plus miles away, a first for any fighter. With variable sweep wings and twin TF-30 engines, it dominated dogfights and protected U.S. carriers. Iranian F-14s pre-revolution claimed 160 kills during the Iran-Iraq War, including 58 MiG-23s. Soviet pilots feared its radar's 195-mile range, dubbing it the Cat. Top Gun immortalized it, but real-world adversaries knew if a Tomcat locked on, escape was nearly impossible. Now, we leap from naval engines to a jet with an undefeated record, over 100 kills and 0 losses. Number 5. The F-15 Eagle, 1976. The F-15 Eagle's motto says it all: not a pound for air to ground. Designed purely for air superiority, its 104-to-0 kill ratio remains unmatched. Powered by twin Pratt & Whitney engines, it climbs 50,000 feet per minute and carries 8 missiles. Israeli F-15s decimated Syrian MiGs in the 1982 Lebanon War, scoring 82 kills in 2 days. Its APG-63 radar tracked targets through mountains, and pilots called it the ultimate confidence booster. Over 50 years later, the Eagle still dominates skies worldwide. Number 4. The Sukhoi SU27 Flanker, 1985. The SU-27 Flanker answered NATO's F-15 with brute strength. Its thrust-to-weight ratio and Cobra maneuver stunned observers at the 1989 Paris Air Show. Pilots could point the nose vertically mid-flight. Armed with 10 missiles and a 30mm cannon, it intimidated U.S. carriers during Cold War intercepts. Chinese flankers today harass Taiwanese airspace, leveraging its 2,193-mile range. With over 680 built, the Su-27's legacy endures in modern variants like the Su-35. As one U.S. pilot admitted, you never want to see one on your 6. Number 3. F-22 Raptor 2005. Stealth, speed, and sensors make the F-22 Raptor unmatched. Its radar cross-section is like a marble, while Super Cruise lets it hit Mach 1.8 without afterburners. In simulated combat exercises, Raptors achieve a 108-to-1 kill ratio against 4th-gen fighters. Though never in combat, its AIM-120D missiles and AN/APG-77 radar outrange adversaries by decades. Only 186 were built, but a single F-22 can jam networks, hack systems, dominate the battlespace. Chinese and Russian stealth projects still lag, proving why the Raptor remains the gold standard. Number 2. The Dassault Rafale 2001. The Dassault Rafale is the French Apex Predator, a multi-role marvel feared for its surgical precision. With the Spectra electronic warfare suite, it jams radars and dodges missiles autonomously. Its RBE-2 radar tracks 40 targets while guiding Meteor missiles beyond visual range. In Libya, Rafales flew 4,500 combat missions with a 100% success rate, decimating Gaddafi's forces. Indian Rafales now patrol Himalayan borders, deterring Chinese J-20s. Unlike single-rolled jets, the Rafale switches from air-to-air to nuclear strike in minutes. As a French pilot boasted, "We own the battle space. Any mission, any threat." But what if a jet could see everything, strike anything, and remain invisible? Here's probably the best fighter jet in today's skies. Number 1. The F35 Lightning II 2015. The F-35 isn't just a fighter, it's a flying supercomputer. Its AN/APG-81 radar tracks 30 targets at once, while stealth and sensor fusion let pilots see through their airframe. Over 900 are operational across 17 nations. In simulated combat exercises, F-35s ambush 4th-gen jets 20-1. Though criticized for cost, its combat debut in 2018 saw Israeli F-35s strike Syrian targets undetected. With 40,000 pounds of thrust and AI-driven logistics, the Lightning II ensures U.S. and Allied dominance. As one pilot put it, "It's like fighting in the future,